Hey everybody, it's me, Roy the Movie Guy, and I got another podcast for you. With me, as always, is
Joe B.
And we're going to be talking about the brand new Pacific Rim 2. But before we get into that, let's just talk about real quick about the weekend box office results for the week of March 16th through the 18th. With the new movies, Tomb Raider, I Can Only Imagine, and Love, Simon, of course, 7 Days in Entebbe. Tomb Raider didn't have enough juice to take down Black Panther.
Oh.
Black Panther was the number one movie at the box office this weekend with $27 million, bringing its total gross to $605 million.
Whoa.
That is right behind right now. It's right there behind Star Wars The Last Jedi, which did 619, and Marvel's The Avengers with 623. It looks like it's going to pass Marvel's The Avengers with 623, being the highest grossing MCU movie to date. Until
that's crazy.
I would say until Avengers Infinity War comes out. Because
that's going to change some things.
Yeah. All right, and of course, Tomb Raider came in at number 2 with $23 million. Not bad, but I think the studio probably wanted to do like a $30 to $40 million range.
Hey, so who won? Who got closer?
Closer to...
I think I said $22 million.
Okay, you actually said 27, 28,
I think.
I think I went lower and said somewhere in the 22, 23 or something like that. But if we're wrong, people tell us in the comments because, of course, we talked about that on the last podcast we did with Tomb Raider. So let's go with, I Can Only Imagine. The prediction for Box Office Mojo was saying that the movie's only going to make $6 million over 3 days. It actually did $17 million, beating all expectations, apparently. This faith-based movie over the song, I Can Only Imagine.
Oh, okay.
That's, and then, of course, A Wrinkle in Time was the number 4 movie with $16.5 million. Its total so far is up to $61 million.
You said number 4?
Yeah. Wrinkle in Time dropped from number 2 to number 4.
Oh, so that's not performing like they wanted to, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's not doing nearly what they wanted it to do. And, of course, number 5 movie, Love, Simon, came in. That's the one about the kid that is, narrating, talking about, I'm just like you. I have the perfect family. My dad was a quarterback. My mom was a valedictorian or something like that. And everything's going good with me, except I have a secret. I'm gay. And he doesn't know how to come out to his friends and family. So that movie was supposed to, I don't know how good it was supposed to do, but it did $11.5 million being the number 5 movie.
I think that's pretty good.
I mean, for a movie like that.
You can just have a pizza party, right? Just a big pizza party and tell everybody, right?
Oh, to break the news.
Everyone loves pizza. I might have been a spoiler. I don't know.
No, I will say this. One of the things that I noticed in one of the trailers, they said that, why does it always have to be about, the gay people are the only ones that have to come out? Like, what if it was, I think he said, what if somebody came out and was like, Dad, I'm straight. I thought that was actually pretty funny when they were showing people like just saying, I like girls, I'm straight, Dad. Like, if people took everything that you were, as was going to be a big deal as somebody that's gay or whatever. So I thought that was an interesting take there and pretty funny. It's also directed by Greg Berlanti, who was responsible for Everwood, Arrow, Flash, Supergirl, Black Lightning,
he knows.
Legends of Tomorrow, all that good stuff.
He knows teenager stuff.
And Blind Spot. And there's another show I think I'm missing, but I can't remember it right now, that he was also a part of. So anyway, Love, Simon, $11.5 million. Now going into 7 Days in Entebbe, that was number 13 at the box office and only 1.6. Probably in limited release, not many screens, of course. Yeah. So A Wrinkle in Time, the only fact that it made 16.5 and its total so far is $61 million after just 2 weeks. I guess Walt Disney probably wanted something more like $150 million or more by a couple weeks in. So too bad, so sad. Maybe next time. That's, I guess, all I can say. They'll move on to their next cash cow, which is Avengers Infinity War.
Yeah, they're not hurting.
Yeah, they're not hurting if they get one flop out of there. I mean, there's bound to be a flop somewhere. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the weekend box office results. Did you expect it to do better than like Tomb Raider to beat Black Panther? It's exciting that Black Panther, for the first time since Avatar, has been the number 1 movie consistently for 5 weeks in a row. Will Pacific Rim, the movie we're going to talk about right now, number 2, is it going to be the number 1 movie at the box office this weekend, or will Black Panther still hang on for a 6th consecutive week at number 1?
I say it's possible. This movie looks really good.
I'm actually going to say this. I'm going to say that Pacific Rim 2 makes enough money to beat Black Panther. I'm going to say that Black Panther pulls in another $20 million, but Pacific Rim does like close to 30. I just don't think I think it's too late to make a sequel to Pacific Rim. I think it should have been made a long time ago, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's correct. I was thinking about it like, why did they wait so long, right?
I know. Were they waiting for the guy from Sons of Anarchy?
I
you
guess.
know, and then he said, "No, I want to make this King Arthur movie." And
yeah,
then
maybe he should have did. Maybe he should have skipped that one.
Yeah, and did Pacific Rim too instead. I don't know. I just you got John Boyega. This is a big franchise. His first like leading like franchise since because anybody like me and Joe could be in a Star Wars movie and it's gonna make money, and we're not actors and we're not gonna essentially push the plot even if we were a main character for some reason in the movie, a side character that's in there a lot. That movie's still gonna make a ton of money because you have Star Wars as the name.
It's Star Wars already.
Yeah,
right.
But Pacific Rim 2. He's got a little bit of weight with the, I guess you could say, star power because of the Star Wars, but is it enough star power to make Pacific Rim 2 a lucrative franchise where it's going to make over $100 million? I don't believe so. I could see this movie making maybe, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it'll do like maybe $70 million in its entire run, maybe.
Yeah.
Because there's just too many movies coming out, big budget-wise, because after Pacific Rim 2, I think the next one is going to be Ready Player One.
Oh, now they have high hopes for that one.
And that's Steven Spielberg directed right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it looks fantastic also. If for some reason Pacific Rim 2 does not take down Black Panther, Ready Player One will do that.
It better do that. If it doesn't,
if everybody, now I can understand this. This would be crazy if people are like, let's just keep seeing Black Panther until Infinity War comes out because we want to make as much money as possible. Wouldn't it be something if it was like, it's number one all the way through Infinity War, and then when Infinity War comes out, somehow Black Panther makes more than Infinity War on the 3-day weekend for some reason? How is this possible? Anyway, it looks like John Boyega's character is the son of Idris Elba.
Yeah.
In the movie.
Son.
Maybe it's because they're both British, of course. They casted a British guy, so they got him.
I didn't know he was British, so I saw that trailer.
Oh, John Boyega?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's his actual, he's not pretending to be British there with an accent. That's actually his speaking voice. So, and they were talking about, I remember they talked about it when he was in Star Wars, that it didn't work using the British accent, even though Daisy Ridley's also, she got to use hers, but he couldn't use his. And he was just like, I'm a stormtrooper, and he starts talking in his London accent. Like, it doesn't sound right for some reason. So, but was that, and you saw the trailer for Pacific Rim 2, was that the girl from the first one, the Asian girl? It looked like her.
A little, it looked
like she was
her.
talking to him as like, because she was the partner of Charlie Hunnam's character.
Yeah.
I believe that's her. And then the only people that I recognize besides her, if that's her, is Charlie Day, and the guy, I can't remember the actor's name that was like his butler or the guy that was, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
The guy that was with him that came in over there.
It's been so many years, it's hard to remember all the details about number one, but.
Right. So, and then of course somehow the what do they call them? Kaijus?
The kaiju.
The kaiju. They come back, and then in the trailer you're talking about one of our own open up the portal. Like,
who did it?
I don't know. Now, but I like how they emphasize when they said somebody from our side, and they do a close up of the Asian chick.
Yeah.
Like somehow she's responsible. You guys didn't take care of blah blah, so I'm gonna destroy you. I'll teach you guys by unleashing this thing.
That's highly, if that's the case, that's very short sighted.
Yeah, and then you see another. It's funny. You see one of the Jaegers. Right? That's the machine that they call, right? The Jaegers?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you see another Jaeger in the trailer, like they're fighting each other.
It was an evil Jaeger.
An evil Jaeger.
Evil Jaeger.
What I want to know is, when I see movies like this, I feel like they could do Robotech or Code Geass or these very heavy, or Gundam, Full Metal Panic.
Well, the winning strategy is this. You take the anime plot and just put it into a new westernized movie. That's how it works. Like Ready Player One, that's an anime plot too. They're all anime plots.
Yeah, but it's based on that book by that guy, Clive. So it's based on that book by Clive.
The book that he had the plot
from anime?
Matrix, same thing. That's why it works. You take the plot of them and you bring them over.
That's why you got it. I mean, I just feel like, they could definitely do that, but I feel like because of Dragon Ball, because it was such a, you know what I mean? Like, think about this. If Dragon Ball would have been a massive hit and made like $500 million or something like that, then it would have opened the door and you would have seen studios like Warner Brothers and Universal and all of them start to buy up all the rights to all these animes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they did with superheroes. Because it was because of X-Men, really, when it made that much money that all the studios started, we got to make every single superhero movie. This is a gold mine.
Yep, every single one.
Yeah, so Anyway, that's pretty much all I got. I'm going to say this. That's all I really have for Pacific Rim 2. I mean, it speaks for itself. You got you got the giant monsters, and you got the robots to fight them.
Giant robot, giant monster. What else could you want?
The kaiju versus the Jaegers.
British accents?
Yeah,
Okay.
British.
Got a British accent in there?
Yeah, a British accent. You got, it looks like they're depleted of pilots, and they're just doing a Police Academy style where they're just grabbing a bunch of bodies to just armor these things because they're in short supply.
Wouldn't that be hilarious? Police Academy with giant robots.
Police Academy, giant. That's what I'm gonna say. Police Academy with giant robots. Police Academy with giant robots. That's what I exactly would say with all that. So, anyway, that's all I got for this, Joe. Let's go ahead and crunch some numbers. Pacific Rim 2 Uprising. How much 3-day weekend go?
41.2 million.
41.2 million.
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna say $35 million for Pacific Rim Uprising. And I think Black Panther will be number 2 with like somewhere in the $18 to $22 million range.
We shall see who wins this time.
We shall see who wins. Until next time, I am Roy the Movie Guy, and with me, as always, is
Joe B.
And you guys will hear us on another podcast. Stay chill, stay awesome, guys.